from now. So, but until then, UC football news for the football team. Wednesday was signing day, and it used to be that was the big day, but the early signing period sort of took the mustard out of it, and we have, we're left with the Sunday games that is not, or the drive, I guess, the signing that is not. I mean, still good for the kids that are signing, but it's not as in the news as it was. And then the football released their schedule. So what do you guys takeaways from the schedule? Here, I'll read it out to you real quick. They open up with EKU, followed by Pitt, Miami of Ohio. Oklahoma is the first Big 12 school here, and that is on 9/23. BYU they're at BYU the following week. Then they have two home games, Iowa State and Baylor, followed at OSU, which is not Ohio State, but it's Oklahoma State. They're home versus UCF. They're at Houston, at West Virginia, and then they have the Jayhawks to finish out the year. So take a look at that schedule. Any early predictions? Any key games that intrigue you? What do you have here?
I mean, the first game that I see is Oklahoma at Nippert on the 23rd. There, first Big 12 conference game, and you get Oklahoma at home. So that's, I mean, I know Oklahoma had a down year this past year, but that's kind of the cream of the crop of the Big 12, at least next year. Who knows after that how long they'll stay in the conference before they go to the SEC. I think I saw that they couldn't leave early, so I think that puts them at 2025. So that's what, 3 years, 2 years?
I think
two seasons.
2024.
2 years.
Two.
Yeah. They got.
Yeah. So 23 and 24, and then they can leave in 25. So, and then BYU on a Friday night in Provo. That'll be an environment that I don't know how many Bearcats will have played in something like that. So those are kind of the two games that jumped out to me right away there.
Yeah, I mean, the Bearcats' home schedule is much, just on paper, of course, who knows, but the Bearcats' home schedule looks to be tougher than the road schedule, which is better than having the opposite. Oklahoma comes here, Baylor comes here. Who was the other? Iowa State comes here.
Yeah.
So UCF comes here. So, those on paper sound like a tougher group than going to BYU and Houston and West Virginia and Oklahoma State. So I think from that standpoint, that's a positive that they at least getting them, on a competitive level, getting them the tougher teams that come here as a group. But I think I said it in some other earlier podcasts. I mean, 6-6, I'll be okay with that. 7-5, I'll be really, really happy. So, as an overall record they can go into, and if they can go 500 in the Big 12, I mean, that's 9 games, so you can't go 500, but 5-4 would be great. So I think moving forward, that's I hope Bearcat fans have some measured level of expectation for this first season. Not thinking we're going to go 9-3 and 10. I mean, we did great, but my expectation is 6-6, 7-5, 5-4 in the conference would just be great.